To set up your paper for your tile, you're going to need a large piece of white drawing paper, your ruler, and a pencil. And the first thing I'm going to do is measure from the corner a 6-inch tile, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is down the bottom of this piece of paper, I am going to put my ruler. And from the corner, I'm going to measure 6 inches and put a little mark. So right here is about 6 inches. I'm also going to do that from the corner of the top of my paper. So the same corner just right above. I'm going to measure from the corner 6 inches, put a little mark, okay? And then what I'm going to do is connect one of the marks to the other, okay? That way I can get an even straight line. All right, so I have something that looks like this. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing except on the opposite sides now. So each of these sides of the paper. Starting at this corner here, bottom corner, I'm going to measure 6 inches up, put a little mark. And then on this opposite side of the paper, over here, which y'all can't really see, I am going to, from the bottom corner up, measure 6 inches. All right, and then I'm also going to connect the dots in the same way. Measuring it from both sides of the paper and lining up the ruler allows you, again, to get that the straight edge that we need, okay? Because we're trying to make this into a square. So I'm going to connect 6-inch, the 6-inch mark to the 6-inch mark, connect the dots. All right. Okay, so at this point, I am going to use this as my template tile, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this out, and don't discard this scrap paper yet. We may use it for something else. We may use it to cut shapes out of, just depending. And so I'm gonna cut out my 6-inch tile here. And then I'm going to do one more thing as setup for my 6-inch square template. So once this is cut out, just set the extra aside just in case we need it for who even knows what. And this is what I have for my template. Now the last thing I'm going to go ahead and do is a little bit more measuring with my ruler. I am going to measure this. So I have 6 inches on every single side. I've got my square here. And what I'm going to do is put a mark every 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to put a mark at 2 inches and another 2 from 2 is 4. So I'm going to wind up putting a mark on each side at the 2 and the 4-inch mark. 1, 2. So 2 and 4 inches for each side. Okay, and then the last side. And what I'm going to do from there is connect the dots. All right. And what it's going to create is essentially like a tic-tac-toe type grid. I'm actually going to keep these lines fairly light. All right. I'm drawing them a little bit darker than I would like you to draw them, just so you can see on this video. I made a video the other day where I was drawing lightly, and after we watched as a class, I realized no one could see my lines because they were too light. All right, so I'm drawing these a little bit darker than I would like y'all to draw them, so I'm just connecting one side to the other, kind of like this. All right, and so again, it kind of makes your tic-tac-toe grid. We are going to use this as our template to place our shapes on, and this template we are going to use for our clay relief tiles.